So what is the crack, everyone? Welcome back to the kitchen. Today we are doing a childhood classic. It is chocolate chip cookies. They are not that healthy, they are straightforward, it is minimal ingredients. First thing we did was we melted down our butter, so it's 150 grams. All of the recipe quantities will be in the description box below, so you can find them there. So we're gonna put our melted butter just into a bowl here. Just makes it easier to work with when it is melted and in a liquid format. In on top of this, we have our sugar. So again, you can see why it tastes so good, butter and sugar. So I'm gonna put in about half of that, maybe over half of that, and start to just bring this together with a whisk. So what we're trying to do here is just kind of form the syrup, which is the sweetness from the sugar, the fat from the butter, and start to just bring this together. It should come fairly handy because the butter is still a little bit warm. So nice and easy, whisk that in. We can go in with the rest of our sugar. In on top of this now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna crack in 2 eggs. So we'll break that in, so 1 from here, break it in. We'll go once at a time, just to make sure they're both beaten in well. Mix it through, like so. And we'll do the exact same for the second one. And again, what we're looking for is one nice homogeneous mix. Everything is mixed through, the sugar is dissolved, and the eggs have broken down. So our wet mix is made from here. What we're gonna do now is add in our dry ingredients and bring that batter together. So it's quite simple. Our dry ingredients is our flour. We have a pinch of salt, so it's probably about a teaspoon, if even. So I'm just gonna do a nice crack of salt into that. I have some bicarbonate of soda. So this is again kind of a leavening agent. We'll do just half a teaspoon. Be careful with this because too much can alter the taste and the texture of the dish itself. So half teaspoon is perfect. Give that a stir around. If you have a fork here, just mix that around, and then we're going to very, very carefully, one by one, add this into our wet mix and start to mix it in. So again, take your time with this. If you add it in too much at all one time, it'll spill everywhere and it'll be a mess. So get the flour in, get it mixing around. You'll see it'll start to form the batter, and then bit by bit, we'll get all the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. So once all that flour is incorporated, you'll see we'll get a much thicker, basically cookie dough consistency. That's what we're looking for here. And now we're going to add in our chocolate chips. So I'm using a mixture of dark and white chocolate chips here. It's supposed to be dark chocolate chips. I threw some white chocolate chips in there by accident, so it's a mixture today. So we're going to add them in again bit by bit and just stir that through. So the cookie dough has formed. We have the chocolate chips inside it. It's a nice thick consistency. See, it's not going to fall out. Now you could literally just eat that by itself. Keep in mind there are raw eggs in it, so you need to be careful. If your eggs are fresh, then it should be fine. I'm safe and I'm going to taste it. I mean, you can't fault it. It's cookie dough. It's never not going to taste good. We're going to take it one step further and we're going to bake them into cookies. So what we have is a baking tray just lined with some grease-proof paper. I have a tablespoon here, and I'm just going to take out just tablespoon scoops of our cookie dough, knock that onto our tray into like a small ball shape. So it doesn't need to be too big. Don't overdo it because it will expand and it will grow in the oven itself. So just do bit by bit. If you don't use all the dough for this batch, you can put that in a bag, put it in the freezer, and it is perfect to use whenever you want. So the cookies are on the tray. They are ready to go to the oven. The oven has been preheated to about 170 degrees. They're going to cook for maybe 10-15 minutes. They'll expand, they'll go golden and brown. We'll pull them out. After about 15, maybe 17 minutes, just keep an eye on them in the oven. You'll see they'll start to go brown on the outside. We are left with these beautiful cookies. They are still soft on the inside. Look at that. Oh my good God. So they're perfect in size. They've held their shape really well. You can see they've just spread out nicely, so don't overcrowd the tray when you put it into the oven. It wouldn't be a classic chocolate chip cookie if I didn't taste one with a good glass of milk. So again, take your freshly baked cookie, and you're not going to get them at a better stage than now. They're crispy on the outside, they're soft and warm, and the chocolate is still melting on the inside. Dip it in the milk. Have a bite. Oh man. That's like the closest thing to a Subway cookie you'll get. Nice and crunchy on the outside, soft and gooey on the inside. You will not find an easier cookie recipe to do, a perfect stack of cookies. Again, that batch made it plenty more, so we have another tray to come out of the oven, and we've kept some of the cookie dough as well and froze it. So there's plenty there in that recipe. Please do give it a go at home. There are tons of recipes on this channel, so if you are enjoying them, please hit the subscribe button. Until next time, keep on cooking.